What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple days since we've done one of these potential signings for the Celtics sort of related videos, but we got another one. There's been talks that Dennis Schroder, this pronunciation isn't my fault, guys. You guys know I stink at pronunciation, but I feel like this dude has changed his name like 8 times since being in the league. Dennis Schroder, I'm gonna go with Schroder, has been rumored to be in talks with the Celtics amongst other teams. Now, let's not forget, Dennis Schroder has like turned down $20 million extensions, whatnot. The guy turned down, I believe a 4-year, $84 million offer. So needless to say, this dude's betting on himself. But apparently, you know, with reports coming out and whatnot, all of a sudden the options are starting to become more and more limited for Schroder. We're gonna watch Dennis Schroder's highlights today, and then we're gonna kind of give our take at the end of the video on whether or not we think that he'd be worth it for the Celtics to go and get. So before we get into the highlights, please hit that subscribe button. We're chasing 1,500 subscribers. You guys are doing an amazing job getting us there. I can't thank you enough, best friends. Make sure to like this video and then also comment down below what you think of Schroder. Is he worth the Celtics' time and money? Because I think he'd cost a lot of money. All right, if there's one thing I probably want to guarantee, it's that we're probably not going to see that 0 of 9 game from Schroder last year. That was a bad one. Nice dump off to Montrezl Harrell. He's going to be a beast in Washington. I know it. You know it. Everyone knows it. Nice dump off pass. Schroder is a very physical. He's longer than, you know, he is tall. Like, he's got long arms, long legs, everything. He's a really good player. Like, I remember thinking when he was just kind of coming on the scene in Atlanta, being like, this kid's going to have some game. And guess what? He's got some game now. He is a very good player. See, we're seeing a lot of defensive highlights. I don't want to call him a defender, but like I said, he's long. You know, the height wouldn't dictate that. He's not the tallest guy, but he is longer than he is tall. Like, you wouldn't guess that. Like, look at that. What the heck did I just watch? One more time. What is that? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. If you watched that in real time with me and just understood that in real time, I think you're the lunatic. That was absurd. I don't know how we just saw that happen. I don't know where the ball went, how it got to the guy in the corner here. That was crazy. I know some people watch this too being like, Ev, are you a little slow? Like, I just watched that happen so easily. But to me, I was like, I can't explain that. Alex Caruso loves it. Come on, that is absurd. He's definitely a guy that's betting on himself. We're seeing a lot of passes like this past season, and probably by the way he's acted about his contract, that's a guy that thinks, you know, people, his general stigma would be he thinks he's better than he is. He's not just a scorer by any means. Like, he would come to the Celtics and I think fit pretty damn well because he can make others around him better too. He's become a better jump shooter too. I'm not willing to like bank on that, but he has, like, if we're being completely honest, he's become a better jump shooter. ISO on a good defender here. Uses the pick and roll. Well, dumps it off to Andre Drummond. Like, the guy can dish the rock. He's a legitimate point guard. He's not just a scorer. Let's not zoom in on Andre Drummond almost missing layup, all right? Harrison, oh, he picks him. And look at this acceleration. Look at that. Nowhere to be touched. I mean, that just was the worst camera work of all time, but we ended up seeing the final result, I guess. Like, good thing we don't live in Sacramento to watch that camera work. Did he just steal an inbounds pass? I told you he was long, underrated long. Look at that. He just steals an inbounds pass and goes down and flushes it. All right, guys. That's the thing about Schroder. You're going to look at his highlights. You're going to look at his plays and be like, oh my God, why wouldn't I want him on the Celtics, right? The reason why, and I'm not saying I don't want him on the Celtics, but the reason why you probably won't see him wearing green is the guy wants a bajillion dollars. And I know that I'm pretty far behind in trying to keep up with all these Celtics sort of trades and moves to figure out where their finances lie, but they don't have a bajillion dollars. Schroder was offered 4 for 84. You think he's going to come here for like a discount or something? So yeah, I would take him in Oh my God, in an absolute heartbeat. I would take Dennis Schroder on the Celtics in an absolute heartbeat. He can score, he can pass, he can defend, but to pay him $20+ million a year, I'm not loving that idea. I love the player. That price tag is absolutely absurd to me. So I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes total sense. And again, if they figure out a way to do it, sign me the hell up. I just don't see that actually being like an easy sort of, oh, you want a bunch of money? We don't have a bunch of money to spend. Let's figure out a common ground. If the Celtics can do that, then absolute credit to Brad Stevens. And I guess if Schroder budges too, credit to him as well. But I don't love Schroder for the money he's asking for lately, but obviously his market is going a little bit down right now. Like, teams aren't willing to pay him that. He hasn't signed yet. So maybe the Celtics can work something out. I don't know. I've lost track of their finances, but sign me up for the player. But if it comes with that contract, I'm out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know that could be tough because he's the type of guy that maybe he could end up being worth that money. But to me right now, where he is in his game and where he's been, I think you're overpaying for him. Especially when you have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and then you're hoping of making a splash in next offseason. These numbers just don't compute to me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video as well. I'll catch you in the next video.